In this video, I'm gonna go over why discipline is crucial for manifestation. Let's just jump right into it. Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy Noah back again with another YouTube video. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I help people awaken to their true abilities through wellness and spirituality, aka Noah's Ark. And in today's video, I want to go over why discipline is crucial for manifestation and why it is so important to have in your life in general. You know, in today's society, specifically in America, it is very easy for us to be comfortable and for us to be very distracted, you know, because we have everything that we need right here, you know, in our room, you know what I'm saying? And so we literally don't have to leave our room at all for the whole day, right? But if you notice that if you actually stay in your room for an extended period of time, it's not natural for us, right? We have to do things in our life. And I would say that discipline is very, very crucial in terms of manifestation, because discipline is what leads us to living out our dream life. Now, what do I mean when I say discipline? I mean having control over your attention, right? Being able to place your attention on what you need to do in your life, right? Like I said before, it's very easy to be distracted and to get caught up in what everyone else is doing, right? But we have to have time for ourselves. We have to be disciplined enough to be able to say no. This is huge whenever we want to live our dream life and manifest the life of our dreams, is saying no, right? There are going to be certain times where we want to go out with a friend, right? We're going to want to spend some time with certain people in our life, right? But there has to come a point in time where we take off time for ourselves, you know, and we are disciplined enough to be able to say, no thanks, you know, I have to stay here and, you know, work on my career, right? Whatever it is, your career is going to look completely different person by person, right? So everybody's career is going to look different. And so why discipline is so important is because it teaches us to be uncomfortable. You know what I mean? There are certain times where if we want to achieve, you know, physical improvements within our body, you know, we have to hit the gym, right? We're gonna have to go on runs. We're gonna have to do physical exercise that isn't gonna be comfortable for our body, right? But it allows us to gain improvements. You know what I mean? And part of the reason why I wanted to make this video today was because something that I have been starting for a little while is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. If you guys don't know what it is, it's a combat sport, and I have really enjoyed it, you know what I'm saying? But what it has taught me is that discipline is so important, because a lot of the times when I'm in the gym, I'm uncomfortable, you know what I'm saying? Bunch of guys just laying on top of me with all of their body weight, you know what I'm saying? It's not very fun a lot of the times. But what it teaches me is that we grow through discomfort. You know, being in an uncomfortable situation is going to allow us to grow, because it allows us to be able to handle certain situations that are outside of our control, right? And this is why discipline is so important, because it leads to manifestation. The three components that actually make up manifestation is having a vision, right? Having a vision as to how you want your life to look like, your dream life. You know, what does it look like? If you had everything that you would want, that you could ever dream of in your life, what would that look like? That's the vision aspect of it. The second part of manifestation is believing that you can achieve this dream life that you have set out for yourself, right? This is number two. Belief. I always talk about in my videos how important belief is if you want to change your life, You know, belief is important in general because it allows us to gain self-confidence. It allows us to be perceived in a different way, right? Whenever we believe that we are confident in ourselves, that confidence exudes from us, right? Other people see us as a confident person. And so this applies to manifestation as well, because if we can believe that we can live our dream life, that is a huge step in the right direction of manifesting our dream life, you know, and creating the life that we want to. And so the third step, the third component that actually makes up manifestation is action, right? And this is where discipline comes into play, right? Because there are going to be certain times where we're not going to want to work on our career, you know, and certain days it's okay. You know, this isn't a motivational video where I try to, it is a motivational video, but it's not one of those motivational videos where I say you have to sacrifice it all, you know, you have to put everything on the line. You know, while in some regard that is true, it's not a healthy way of living, you know, in my opinion. It's not, you know, unless you want to, you know, put it all in everything that you do, then I don't advise you to do that. You know, but what I am saying is you have to be disciplined enough to be willing to want to put in the work, you know, and move, right? At the beginning of my spiritual journey, a few years ago, you know, I had no direction, right? I would watch, you know, very happy and motivational videos, right? But I wasn't really doing anything to change my life, you know, and this is where the discipline is going to come in, right? Because when we are able to say no to hanging out with a friend, right, or doing something that isn't necessarily gonna benefit us in terms of our career, right, we're saying yes to ourselves. So when we say no to something on the outside, we say yes internally to our dreams, to our vision, to our belief systems, right? And so that is what is huge about discipline. You know, each and every one of us need it in our lives to move forward. You know, and I'm here to encourage you that you can be the light during times of darkness. You know, you can reach your dreams. But it's going to take some work. You know what I mean? It's not going to be the easiest thing in the world. All right, and so I encourage you guys to do something that you love to do. Pursue a career that you don't think is possible right now, but you would, you know, kill to live it. You know what I'm saying? What is something that you don't think is necessarily possible for you right now, but is a life that you'd kill to have, right? I'm here to remind you that that is possible for you. It just comes down to whether or not you believe it in yourself, right? This is what's going to start. Belief is what starts the discipline aspect of our life. You know, we have to believe that we're able to manifest the life of our dreams in order to actually manifest it, you know? We have to be able to have the discipline to take time for ourselves. If you're working a job already and, you know, that job is tiring, you still have to find time to work towards your career. You know what I mean? I like to say that YouTube is my second job because I'm working on it almost every single day, right? But I already work another job outside of YouTube. But I like to say that it's my second job because it's something that I do almost as much as my other job, right? Sometimes even more, I'd say. And so that is why discipline is so important for the manifestation process. It's crucial, right? It's essential. We need to be able to be disciplined. And I have a question before I end this video for you. You know, what are some things that might be holding you back? Right? What are some things that you don't necessarily think are good for you? You have to make a choice to let go of some of these things that are holding you back, some of these things that you know aren't good for you, but you still take part in it. This is part of having discipline. You know, it's like going on a diet, right? It's gonna be uncomfortable, but certain diets, right? It's gonna be uncomfortable for you at first, but as your body adjusts to it, it starts to get easier and easier as you form the habit. You know, discipline works in the same way, right? The more we take time for ourselves, it's gonna be uncomfortable at first. The more we start to let go of things that aren't serving us, it's gonna be uncomfortable, but humans adapt. You know, that's one of the greatest skills that we have, is adapting to certain environments. And so we're gonna start to become comfortable with the new changes that we have in our life, right? That's what makes professional athletes so good at what they do, is because they set out each and every day time to work on their craft. You know, not just professional athletes, but celebrities in general, right? People who are very, very successful. And so I believe that you can manifest the life of your dreams. It's just gonna come down to whether you believe it and whether you're down to gain discipline, right? To set out time for yourself, set out time for your goals and your aspirations. And so thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns for your boy, feel free to let me know down in the comment section below. Or if you have any future video recommendations or topics that you want me to talk about, feel free to let me know. I'd be so curious as to what type of videos you guys want me to make, or if you have any questions that I could potentially turn into a video. While I don't have a lot of subscribers right now, today is a perfect opportunity for you to share what's on your mind, or if you have any questions, because I could turn it into a video and shout you out if that's what you want. And so, with all that being said, my friends, have a wonderful afternoon, morning, or night, wherever you're at. And peace, love, and happiness. Mwah.